In the misty realms of ancient Europe, where the land was painted with the hues of emerald forests and rolling hills, the Celts began to carve out their identity. Their origins are shrouded in the fog of time, but they are believed to have emerged around the late Bronze Age, around 1200 BCE, in the regions that now encompass modern-day Austria, Switzerland, and southern Germany. This cradle of civilization was a vibrant tapestry of cultures where tribes mingled, exchanged ideas, and gradually formed the foundations of what would become the Celtic identity. The early Celts were not a singular people, but rather a collection of tribes bound together by a shared language and cultural practices. They spoke a branch of the Indo-European language family, which would evolve into the various Celtic languages we recognize today, such as Gaelic and Welsh. These tribes were fiercely independent, each with its own chieftains and customs, yet they were united by a common heritage that celebrated the natural world and the intricate web of life within it. As the Celts began to settle into their new territories, they cultivated a deep reverence for nature, which would remain a cornerstone of their culture. They believed that every aspect of the natural world was imbued with spirit and significance. Forests were sacred, rivers were revered, and stones were thought to hold ancient wisdom. This animistic worldview fostered a connection to the land that was both spiritual and practical. The Celts learned to read the rhythms of the seasons, understanding when to plant and harvest, when to hunt and gather. Their agricultural practices flourished, leading to the establishment of permanent settlements. By around 800 BCE, these settlements began to take shape, with the construction of hill forts and oppida, large fortified towns that served as centers of trade and community life. The Celts built their homes from timber and wattle, their roofs thatched with straw, creating cozy abodes that blended harmoniously with the surrounding landscape. These early communities were often situated near rivers or fertile plains, allowing them to thrive in both agriculture and trade. As they expanded, the Celts engaged in commerce with neighboring tribes and cultures, exchanging goods such as pottery, textiles, and metalwork, which showcased their remarkable craftsmanship. The Celts were skilled artisans, and their craftsmanship became a hallmark of their identity. They excelled in metalwork, particularly in gold, bronze, and iron. Their intricate jewelry, weapons, and tools were not merely functional, but also adorned with elaborate designs that reflected their beliefs and social status. The famous La Tène culture, which emerged around 450 BCE, is a testament to their artistic prowess. Characterized by curvilinear patterns and intricate motifs, La Tène artifacts reveal a society that valued beauty and artistry as much as utility. As the Celts continued to flourish, their social structures evolved. They formed complex hierarchies, with chieftains or kings at the top, supported by a class of warriors and skilled craftsmen. Druids, the priestly class, played a crucial role in Celtic society, serving as spiritual leaders, judges, and keepers of oral tradition. Their knowledge of the natural world, medicine, and the cosmos was revered, and they were believed to possess the ability to communicate with the divine. The Druids were instrumental in preserving the rich tapestry of Celtic mythology and folklore, passing down stories of gods, heroes, and the mysteries of life through generations. Celtic mythology is a treasure trove of narratives that shaped their cultural identity. Tales of the Tuatha De Danann, the otherworldly beings who inhabited the land before the Celts, resonated deeply with the people. These stories spoke of magic, transformation, and the interconnectedness of all living things. The Celts believed in an afterlife, a realm known as the Otherworld, where souls would journey after death. This belief in an eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth infused their rituals and celebrations, marking the changing of seasons and honoring their ancestors. As the centuries passed, the Celts began to spread across Europe, migrating to the British Isles, Gaul, and beyond. By the 5th century BCE, they had established a formidable presence in what is now France, where they clashed with the expanding Roman Empire. The Gallic Wars, led by Julius Caesar in the 1st century BCE, marked a turning point in Celtic history. The Romans sought to conquer and assimilate the Celtic tribes, viewing them as a threat to their burgeoning empire. Despite fierce resistance, many Celtic tribes fell to the might of Roman legions, leading to the gradual erosion of their cultural practices and autonomy. However, the spirit of the Celts was not easily extinguished. In the face of Roman encroachment, they adapted and resisted, often blending their traditions with those of their conquerors. The Celts of Gaul, for instance, began to adopt Roman customs while retaining their unique identity. This cultural syncretism gave rise to a new era of Celtic history, where the legacy of the Celts began to intertwine with the narrative of the Roman Empire. In the British Isles, the Celts found refuge from Roman domination, preserving their traditions and way of life. The landscape of Ireland and Scotland became a stronghold for Celtic culture, where the influence of the Druids remained potent. The arrival of Christianity in the 5th century CE brought both challenges and opportunities for the Celts. While some aspects of their pagan beliefs were suppressed, many elements were integrated into the new faith, leading to a unique fusion of Celtic and Christian traditions. The stories of saints, such as Patrick in Ireland, were often interwoven with the rich tapestry of Celtic mythology, creating a vibrant cultural landscape. As the centuries unfolded, the Celts continued to face invasions and migrations, from the Anglo-Saxons in Britain to the Vikings in Ireland. Each wave of change brought both conflict and cultural exchange, further shaping the Celtic identity. The resilience of the Celtic people shone through as they adapted to new realities while holding on to their core beliefs and traditions. Their music, art, and oral storytelling flourished, preserving the essence of their culture amidst the chaos of history. The medieval period saw the emergence of powerful Celtic kingdoms, such as the Kingdom of Scotland and the various principalities in Wales and Ireland. Each region developed its own distinct dialects, customs, and artistic expressions, yet they remained connected through a shared heritage. The intricate knotwork seen in Celtic art, the haunting melodies of traditional music, and the lyrical poetry of bards all served as vessels for their collective memory. The Celts also left an indelible mark on the landscape of Europe. Stone circles, burial mounds, and hill forts dotted the countryside, remnants of their ancient presence. These sites, often aligned with celestial events, reflected their deep understanding of astronomy and the cycles of nature. The enduring legacy of the Celts can still be felt today, as their influence permeates modern culture, from literature and art to music and spirituality. In the 18th and 19th centuries, a resurgence of interest in Celtic culture emerged, fueled by Romanticism and nationalism. The Celtic revival celebrated the ancient traditions, language, and folklore of the Celts, inspiring artists, writers, and musicians to draw from this rich well of heritage. This revival not only reinforced a sense of identity among the Celtic peoples, but also sparked a broader appreciation for their contributions to European history. Today, the Celts are more than just a historical footnote. They are a living testament to the endurance of culture and identity. The revival of Celtic languages, the celebration of traditional festivals like Beltane and Samhain, and the continued practice of ancient crafts all speak to the vibrancy of Celtic heritage. Festivals celebrating Celtic music, dance, and storytelling draw people from all walks of life, united in their appreciation for a culture that has weathered the storms of time. The ancient origins of the Celts are a story of resilience, creativity, and a profound connection to the natural world. From their early settlements to their rich mythology and enduring cultural practices, the Celts have woven a narrative that transcends time and geography. Their legacy is not confined to the past, but lives on in the hearts and minds of those who celebrate their heritage today. The Celts remind us of the power of identity, the importance of community, and the beauty of a life intertwined with the rhythms of nature. In the echoes of their stories, we find a sense of belonging, a reminder that we are all part of a larger tapestry, woven together by the threads of history and shared humanity.